What secrets await within? Well, a disco dragon over there. Hello everybody and welcome back to Theme Park Coastin and your monthly updates over here from Legoland Windsor. As this month is October and we're going to be heading around the entire park showing you all what's happened not only in the Brick or Tree event but also what's going on around the park, including the new holiday village that's still getting built, the crazy golf adventure course that's opening this weekend, amongst so much more. But with me today and right behind me we've got HUGO joining us along for this adventure. It has been almost a week since Viking Splash has closed and we hear some crackling sounds in the wood, but I'm pretty sure that's just the wood crackling enough, is it? I don't know, is there a bird's nest in there?
Yeah.
So if you look like that, it's a bird's nest.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, there you go, but you didn't think that was going to be an update today. But no, we're going down towards Viking Splash and I think the boats have now been removed. It's been a while since they've been removed, but this path is just so empty right now. I think it is almost time they do end up closing this path. I think they will end up doing it during Christmas time.
Yeah,
but
they definitely will end up closing. I mean, they've not done anything since it's closed. It's been over a week now.
Yeah, exactly. Now, of course, if you look down there, you see all the water is, of course, drained. The queue was brand new when it came in, which begs the question, did they expect to close this ride this year? And rumours have it, now for some of my sources who work over here at Legoland, but the hill itself is actually starting to sink. Now, a little history lesson for you guys. This park used to be Windsor Safari Park, at which point they then built part of this hill, like this bit around here. And rumours are that throughout the years, because they built it with quite cheap materials, the hill is starting to gradually decay. Now, of course, that's not good news for many of the rides, hence why the hill train's a lot of refurbishment recently. Of course, Viking Splash itself has now been removed, so really this hill has been kind of being removed throughout the years. Well, clearly there's one ride that is not going to be removed soon, and that is Spinning Spiders. Now, we did think at one point, with of course it being located within the Viking area, but it was going to be rethemed towards a more pirate vibe, with this part of the park behind me right now being all pirate themed. But obviously it kind of has its own little standout attraction. It is an amazing ride, of course, but it would be nice to have like spinning barrels like they got over at Legoland Windsor or something along those lines to kind of really sink it into the rest of the land. But did your way around, are you?
I mean, it is nice to see at least they're not taking it down because,
yeah.
I mean, as much as it doesn't really fit with the whole area, I mean, it's a classic anyway.
It really is. Of course, we've got childhood memories on it, of course, whatever it may be. And of course, throughout the years, they have updated it, they've changed it around a little bit, and it continues to get better. So it's awesome to see it still remaining, but I do wish it would be a little bit of a touch up to it. Not only make it more exciting, but also make it a little more spinning as well, because it has started to slow down recently. And with the new locks they put in place a few years back, it seems as if it doesn't spin as much anymore.
It's like almost impossible to go really fast.
Yeah, and that's the fun of it. You want to get off that feeling like, oh,
really dizzy.
Really dizzy, really sick. But that's a personal opinion. I know many will disagree with that too. Right behind right now, though, is of course of a Halloween maze. We have been through it too many times recently. So much so that on our last video, which is the annual pass preview event for this, we actually ended up, the staff going up to us and go, you've been through it a lot, haven't you? So now I feel a bit awkward about it because we don't want to, of course, take everything away. We don't want to ruin the experience for other people at the park. So we're kind of a bit like now, we'll take a little breather from it. Of course, we'll come back in it on future trips and head back in it. But at the moment, I think for this visit, we're going to take a little break. One thing, however, that is never talked about is the dragon. And we've watched a few YouTubers recently, and they didn't even mention it, do they, Hugo?
They don't mention, I mean, there's a whole overlay. And it's not even like they do it every Halloween. It's the first time they've done it.
First time they've done it, no one mentioned it, so I feel like they kind of deserve a mention, and of course a ride, especially when it's 5 minutes. For anyone who does not know, the dragon has now been rethemed to something called a disco dragon. Now, there is one of these about Legoland Florida, but it's the first time they ventured outside of Legoland Florida towards one of the parks elsewhere, and it is absolutely amazing. They've got disco lights in the whole beginning section of the ride itself, and it's just really good fun. I think it's such a great addition. Of course, if it was there all the time, it would be the same, but it is absolutely amazing, and one ride which I would do again and again and again. And honestly, do not know why I don't post it on their Instagram or any other website. Literally, it's hidden. Seems like some new banners have been put in here as well over here at the Dragon. Look how cool that is. I don't know why anyone's not talking about it.
What once was the dragon is now the disco dragon.
Every time I ride the Disco Dragon, something seems to impress me. Not only the new stuff that is added literally every single time we ride. And I imagine by the time this video is posted, in around a week after we filmed it, there's going to be some new things added too. But the ride itself is incredible. We got second to the front row this time, which arguably is one of the worst rows on the ride. We do enjoy the back, or of course the front, because when you do make your way around the ride itself, because they want to save a bit money on the lights and stuff, they're kind of delayed them when they turn on. So the disco, for example, lights do not turn on until really the first, second, and the third car are in the room itself. So,
but still a great ride. I mean, preferably if you're going to go on it, let's say you go on a busy day, you don't really get the choice. But if you go on a quiet day, try going towards the back.
And I mean, you can always ask as well. Staff are always really kind to us. Of course, their job is to get you on as quick as they can, get you off again. in order to let the next people on as quick as they can too. So sometimes they don't always let you, and that's understandable. But if it's really quiet, there's empty roads, and just go, you know what, can I go to the back? They're normally really good. If you want to go to the front, however, and there's a group in front of you, normally a bit more funny than that. Yeah, but even new ghost and stuff, honestly, there is so much new stuff added to this park, and I feel like I need to do like 10 construction updates in this month to show you everything there is to offer. Laser Raiders is still closed as well as of course Spare Bouncers, but not missing Scare Bounce as much as Laser Raiders at the moment. Side note, when visiting a quiet day in October where queues rarely get longer than 5 minutes, you do have to expect lots to be closed. And now that does of course include the rides such as Laser Raiders and Millie's Ride Adventure, but also the food places as well.
Donuts.
And especially during October, they sell some really awesome Halloween themed food. And we noticed that this year in particular, they went full out on making the most Halloweeny food and drinks and all that sort of stuff that they possibly can across all the restaurants around this park. So yes, you're going to get dead queues, yes, the shows are going to be a lot quieter, and yes, arguably you're going to have a lot better experience over at the park, but be aware that there are little cons like there's going to be less characters around the park, there's going to be less spaces open as well. Only at Legoland will they ask you to show the show times on a sign which could put the show times on, so to save you guys the misery, we're going to put them up for you right now, but obviously throughout the times they probably do change around a little bit, and that's the reason we're not there. Funny enough, the only place in the whole of Legoland Windsor that's not got anything Halloweeny whatsoever is Mythica. I mean, not a single poster, not a single banner, not a single pumpkin over here, and that's something that I think is a real disappointing, especially with a brand new land which can have so much potential. I mean, I'm not asking them to retheme Father Skyline to a special Halloween overlay, which would be totally awesome, but it would be nice if they just went around and went, you know what, we'll put a few banners around. I mean, the castle is full of them.
I mean, even if they put like pumpkins around, it'd be nice.
Yeah, I remember a few years back we went a little bit overboard in the pumpkins, and it's nice to see them narrow it down a little bit because, I mean, when I said overboard, I mean you couldn't even walk around without bumping into a pumpkin, whereas now it feels almost...
You'll be lucky to see one.
Yeah, well, now it feels like almost a little bit too less, and I do love how they just not just done pumpkins this year and done other Halloween stuff, of course, with the ride overlays, the food and stuff like that, and all the different characters around. But it would be nice if they just did one single thing over there at Mythica, especially with being one of their newest lands. Do you guys remember these dinosaurs? Well, in fact, they were just over there in Dino Safari, and there'll be more like this coming out in a few weeks' time, where we make a video on the secrets about Legoland Windsor. So if you do know anything and you want us to include it in the video, make sure to comment down below, as I don't know whether I'll film the video itself before this uploads or after, but if it's after, I'll make sure to include some of your things.
See, they've got these signs all around the park now. I mean, they had them at the top, but it is nice because they weren't here like last week when the event started, so it's nice that they're putting their stuff in. And yeah, it's nice because at least, like, you know, the hotel guests can sort of see what's
Yeah, so there's one over at the top, there's one around the park, and there's one actually in front of the hotels as well. And if you guys do want to see it a little bit earlier, go and hit this barcode just down here. I'm going to be careful where I position the camera right now. Go and put your phone up, scan that, and then you're going to get the whole Brick or Treat event guide, which I don't think you can get outside of the park.
No, you can't. And you can also do the scanning for the app, but I mean, that
I mean, just... the app you just go on the App Store.
Yeah.
But there you go, there's the app one. Am I in the village yet? No, I'm just one of a poster. We'll be heading down there at the end of this video to show you guys around it, but it looks really awesome. The prices have came up for rooms, however, and they are a little expensive. We were looking at it going for the opening day of it, but we're still debating because the biggest lodge, and of course, over here on theme like Coastin, we go big or nothing. Yeah. No, we like going a little bit smaller as well at times, but we're very humble. The biggest one over there is literally £800 a night. Now, it does sleep, I think, around 8 or 9 people, so it's really only £100 each, and you get something perks alongside it, but I do think, not including tickets as well, that is a little bit steep, and it does remind me, in fact, of when the Castle Hotel first opened up, and I think it was like £700 a night for 4 people, for that as well as 6 into a box. Not as bad, but I do think, if they narrow down the price a little bit, I think the little lodges are around £200 a night, so that's a little bit cheaper.
Yeah, it's not bad.
Than that, but it's not bad. I wouldn't say it's bad at all, but I always suggest that sort of thing, especially if you live nearby like we do, come down around Christmas time because the hotels are still open. Unfortunately, you do not always get access to the park if it is closed, like for example, not the Christmas event on, but most of the time you can come in there, experience the hotel, enjoy the hotel facilities, like it's got pools, it's got restaurants and etc, and you probably visit all the hotels if you're staying at one of them. The golf course, I think, still opens during Christmas time, which is really, really awesome. And of course, the price is so much so discounted. So a little tip from us over here in this monthly update video. And on the note of hotels, it is also now found out that you cannot hotel hop anymore. And I have to say to you guys that one of my favourite things to do is go into the hotels itself and see what they have to offer. Unfortunately, we're now not allowed access into the hotels itself, which I do get, but I think it's kind of sad, especially if you are considering staying at one of these hotels, it would be nice if they actually let you inside of the hotels to have a look around. And I know from the past, you're supposed to actually have food at the hotel as well. Hugo, were those flags there beforehand?
Which, well, the ones up? I don't think they were.
Now, of course, it's one of my favourite Halloween things over here at the park. With, of course, the webs down there, for a sign that's looking a lot better than the years before, where it's just a plastic board. And, of course, all of the Lego characters. So I think been here in the past, unlike the flags, but
yeah,
it just works really well.
The Lego character have been there, but I think the Halloween theming makes it even better. I mean, if we walk down here,
yeah,
it's like a pool, like where there's like usually like a pond, it's all just like cobwebs.
Now, I would think it would be quite cool, and I don't know whether they do it or not, if there was like, I don't know, red Lego bricks in there, like a blood river sort of thing. Now,
I mean they do it at Chesington sometimes.
Yeah, Chesington they do red water, so
they do green as well.
They could do that. I don't know why they didn't, but whatever happens, I'm really, really impressed. I do hope in the future they had more stuff like this over towards all the lands, including, of course, Lego Mythica. Back to a bit of Halloween information for you guys, just around the corner of Lego City, and actually in between where you find that awesome sign we saw earlier and all the other rides, is this little brownie stand. Now, it does hot chocolate and brownies, and it's one of the many options you can have if you want to eat Halloween food over here at Legoland, next to the Burger Kitchen, which I've been there once, but never since.
I haven't seen it open since it first opened.
Now, we come around 3 times a week to film videos, and we've never, ever seen this open. So if you go over here, don't expect that to be open. But this new brownie stand, as you can see, it sells hot chocolate for around £4, luxury hot chocolate, wherever that is. I think that also includes some cream and Oreos for £4.50, and like all the other stands over here, it looks really, really nice. I love when they do theme that. I know it's temporary, but it's a very nice addition over towards Halloween, and we'll definitely be trying some very soon. Another closed restaurant. God, there's quite a few today. Of course, we could not have a visit over towards Legoland Windsor without seeing our favourite little pigs behind me right there. But there's actually a reason why this time in particular is very useful on this attraction, because just today it was announced that Legoland California that they are closing their fairy tale Brook, leaving only the one over here at Legoland Windsor remaining. So does that mean that this beloved childhood attraction is going to close soon? Hopefully not. There's so many great memories, and still today it has got short queues, but it is so much fun. But with the water rides in the UK, of course, as you saw with the Viking Splash being so expensive to ride and now starting to close, it could be a closing attraction too. So now, every time, even if we do it anyway, me and you are going to take extra care to go on this attraction, because it's just a great ride, isn't it? It's going to be sad. How many more times can Gretel and Hansel wave goodbye to us? 0, it seems like.
Mr. Bluebird, how are you today?
God, we're so childish. Even if they do remove Fairy Tale Brook from Legoland California, this one will never leave us at Windsor. As fun fact, you probably noticed earlier, the pigs aren't yellow on this one, so where could this possibly be from? Well, Legoland California, even though they put a Legoland Windsor logo on it. I mean, it was sad at the time, but now...
It's a bit bad on Legoland in a way, because you know it's not even the Windsor one, but it's nice to see a bit of the ride still
And
staying.
exactly, we're going to have this forevermore. It might be the only thing to wear in California's Fairy Tale Brook. And now is the time that you've all been waiting for. Construction on the brand new coaster coming towards Legoland Windsor, or should I say coasters, because all the time I pass this, I always do miss it out because I've got no idea what it's going to be. If Adam's with me right now, it'll be a lot more informative, but from what I know, this is going to be a dueling coaster, which is going to be themed towards either like racers, like a city.
We don't even know yet.
We don't honestly know. I mean, I want to film it for you guys. I want to show you as much as I can. We will take you around all different viewing angles of this new attraction. But seriously, we look up a lot about Legoland Windsor. As you see as we go around, we know a lot about all the Legoland parks around here. But as you can hear behind me, apart from hearing the construction and seeing it in my own eyes, I really do not know what's going on. According to Adam, you can go on that ride out there, do a Dino Coaster and see the platform for where the stage is going to be, but I don't know what's going to be, guys. I do hope they do a really good job on it, but how it's going to blend in with Jubilee Valley, it's something I'm a little bit concerned about, and how also it's going to blend in with Bricktopia, which is the land next door to it. I don't know about either, but Bricktopia in my eyes can just go if they want, because it's got nothing. Bricktopia. Imagination Land is called Bricktopia.
Oh, is it?
Yeah,
Oh,
yeah.
I don't even know.
Well, there you go. We learn something every day, don't we, Hugo?
Yeah. Since when?
What's happened to Hugo?
Churros are open.
Yeah. So whilst Hugo goes and gets his churro, we're going to show him more of the construction, as this is really the second view and the only other view you can get of the area. And you can see up there some woodwork going on. I think they're going to build the station building just over there. And the coaster will be making its way down here towards the bottom of Jubilee Valley, and then hopefully we'll return. Whether they do actually start the ride with a drop and then finish with a lift hill like some rides do, or whether they start it around there, you go down up a lift hill and then around the layout. We honestly do not know yet, but whatever it is, it's going to be exciting to show you guys, and hopefully one day they will open up Sky Ride and let us see that. But with another ride opening up just there not long ago, they're really upping their coaster. This will be the 4th coaster to be installed over here at Legoland Windsor that is currently operational. There you go! He's got no sugar in his hands, there's got to be some bad news.
No, it's not. I haven't got them yet.
Oh. Here you go, you've got your churros. He loves them, you can see him all deciding on it right now, but it's really nice again having add stuff for Halloween. And that's the thing, when we go to parks a lot, we go to the same old Bird Kitchen, and I'm very much so the sort of person who goes, I don't mind spending a little bit more money on food if it's themed, unique or something like that. But when they are, I'm literally in the background just say you eating the whole time. Yeah. But when food is literally the same old bland food you can get anywhere, and the company who does this food also does, I think, from what I know, also does prison food as well as the food for like other companies. So yeah, not the greatest of names, but when it's unique or something different, or like the churros here, an external company, it's always nice to have something where you go, I can't get that anywhere else. And that's what Disney do really well. Yes, they are expensive, but you pay for what you get. Whereas most people over here, you don't, apart from the churros, which here is, give me a nod. Nice.
They're amazing.
Amazing.
Really nice.
Brilliant. Only an hour left till we've got to get back on our bus, but we've still got plenty of time. In today's video, we went all the way around here, explore these areas up here, around Mythica, around then the hotels, through the city, and then up towards that section over here, via Giro Valley. So we've only really got Bricktopia, which now Hugo does know the name, to go.
I've always known it as Imagination Centre, but I
and
guess
it will always be Imagination Centre to me, but what's coming soon here though, we honestly do not know. But we'll make her up there in just 1 second, but I wanted to show you all the new cool maps for this year. Look at that, for Halloween 2023. I just had an idea that I just said to Hugo about one day doing a video for you guys. We spend the entire video, the entire day, exploring Miniland. I think it's one of the most underrated areas here at the park, and of course, Miniland is a true Legoland. That is the truth behind it.
You can easily spend a whole day just in Miniland.
Yeah, I know buildings are really good when over there. And what they do is they close the park, but quite often you notice if you do over here, when they close the park, everyone goes, let's do Miniland now, which is not only annoying for the staff members because, well, you finish today, go home, basically. As far as I'm concerned, if you want to see Miniland sit during the day, it's just wrong on the staff eyes. If you do stay for a little bit longer, look at Miniland. I mean, a few photos here and there on the way back.
If it's on the way up, yeah.
But don't go all say Miniland till it closes, because that's the end of the day. But what Bill and do to compensate that, because a lot of people in queue line still to the end of the day, like we like to get in a queue line like 5 minutes to get on the last ride sort of thing, like that. We may be in a queue for half an hour. So what does make sense, what Bill does, well basically, the park closes at like 5 for example, they then leave Miniland open for another hour, so you're going to explore Miniland, go in the shops, explore the park, get awesome photos until 6. I think that's brilliant because it means everyone has time to appreciate Miniland, then get on the last ride, and by 6 everyone will be gone because there's nothing left to do. That's just brilliant in my eyes, and probably makes me half a bit more money as well. So that's what I like, but one day if you want to see that video where we go around Miniland, just let me know. And as always, there's nothing in Bricktopia apart from the little show which we will look at one day, but I think today we just want to get back up to the top and show you around the golf course and the hotel.
Got a busy schedule.
We have got a busy schedule. We haven't got long to do, we've got a busy schedule, so we'll make it up to the top this time. And a little tip for you guys before we get up there, make it up to the top, even though this way looks quicker to the top, it basically just wraps around, whereas this way over here doesn't have that wrap around and you get straight up there a lot quicker. And if you are bringing wheelchairs or pushchairs, there's also a separate route in this way, you see just in front of me there, where you can make your way around to the top too. Boom. It's Legoland. Even when we are short on time though, we have to take a trip into the shop, and actually, it's fun enough to remove all the Lego Dream stuff, like I wasn't selling.
No, I think it is. Oh, yeah. It was all just down here, wasn't it?
Yeah.
That's done well.
But we replaced it with all these Halloween things that are absolutely awesome. I love these stuff, I think they're so cool. Especially with bigger heads like there, £29 for that one.
It's a storage head, but
I think it's cool.
It's just nice decoration to be honest.
Exactly, you're around here, you've got all the Hocus Pocus sets. You've got this quite cool like, little thing for Halloween tree sort of stuff. It's like a little Horns Out Monster Party and that. That's quite cool.
That's what it's supposed to do.
Is it? Yeah.
Cool.
I might end up getting that. That's quite cool. Yeah. Nice that Halloween present. You've got Minecraft stuff. You've got, of course, got all the Disney stuff. The giant haunted house there for £259, as well as Disney, Ghostbusters, and all your Halloween delights all around here. But no, these heads are awesome.
I actually think they're really cool.
Yeah. It's not only Halloween merch over they brought back, but also Christmas one too. To make our way around here towards the jumper section. Look at this. Christmas jumper here, and it's actually fairly good material. I mean, you're not expecting a lot, but yeah, that's pretty good. No, I'm not very much.
I mean, it's the first bit of much they've done in a while that's like
Yeah.
adult size as well.
I'm not very much of a Christmas person, but I like that. I think it's quite cool. Honestly, guys, I'm so bad at shops. I literally go in and I'm like, yeah, that's cool. I know it's a retirement thing and I've always wanted it, but that's coming over me today. And as we make our way towards the tills, look at that new background. That's really cool. I love how the screens can change around the season, and I do love how they are now starting to celebrate Halloween. It's like when they first did it, it's like nothing was around over here in the shops and nothing was around the parks, and now they've just gone full out of it. So when it gets down to 31st of October, it's going to be pretty awesome over here. Look at that. We may have bought something from Legoland, but our video is nowhere near complete yet. Let's make our way down now, right to the end of the car park, to have a look at the new holiday village, followed by the crazy golf course, which I haven't mentioned yet, but this Saturday we're going up to.
We may or may not be going up there.
Oh, maybe not. Literally just behind right now. Golf course this Saturday. Very bit.
So cool.
Very bit. It's going to be awesome. We're going to make a trip up there. We'll tell you now. We are going to go up there.
Well, yeah, it's not like a question.
Oh, surprise! No, it looks awesome. We're going to go up this Saturday. It was actually going to open a few months ago. Like,
It was supposed to open in July.
yeah, July, and then they kind of got delayed on it, so it's over now. But we'll make it up there. First time, 12 o'clock, first public time. And of course, we're going to video up as soon as we can for you guys too. So that'll actually be out before this video comes out, because this one's coming out on the Thursday after. So it's kind of a bit weird how it works. But anyway, that one's up if you want to go check it out. All around here is a ton of construction. But there's only one bit of construction that we want to see, and that is just behind me right now. This is the holiday village, and it's quite a long way. Like a serious long way. Of course, back there is where all the new cabins are. We're just going to place them in. They're going to forklift them in. So that's how we normally make those sort of areas. But
it's nice to see how much progress has actually been
yeah, because we don't normally come down here. Like,
It's been mental.
We receive the construction, we just nip in the park and then make our way out. But today we're actually going to be heading down here, and like, it's like these new paths here. I mean, absolutely crazy how much has been done, and it's going to be really awesome to look around here, because we can actually now go in towards this car park over here, because it's so busy today. Well, because the car park's so full, we open up these car parks here, so we can go in there, have a look, and see what we have to offer. Now, as it stands, I imagine this will be the new car park for the holiday village, and you can see by the stones here, it's definitely an upgrade from what it used to be. Of course, back in the years when I was all younger, I remember the old, you remember it too, don't you?
Yeah, I do.
The monster truck event. They were so cool. Honestly, I remember seeing Bob the Builder up here in Lego form and watching all the monster trucks. This is where you park for, and then throughout the years recently, you've parked up here when it's been extended.
Like overflow parking.
Yeah,
I mean,
not as fun then.
It was just once upon a time just a massive field. I mean, it's nice to see they've actually done something with this field, and it does look like it will be for the holiday village. Although one thing I've noticed with it, I mean, we've walked past it already, but it looks like that what they're doing is building like a massive path from what I assume is probably the main lobby bit straight to the park, which is quite nice.
Yeah, and I would like to on the back. Now, on the back, for you guys who don't know, it's actually part of Windsor Great Park, so
yeah, it'd be nice if they did more like a woodland walk where you went in between like
yeah,
the
so
trees
this is
and
really
stuff.
protected land. Where Legoland's on, it is incredibly hard for them to get new land, of course, even maintain it. And there's so many restrictions that we didn't even realise going on around here, because of course it's part of a Crown estate, so it's not going to be let's build it willy-nilly. So when they build this new area, when they build all this, the level of plan permission they have to go through is just unreal. So to finally come out with something like this is absolutely amazing, isn't it, Hugo? I mean,
it is. I mean, you must think about it, with all the planning permission, it must have actually taken them, they must have had this idea quite a long back, so it's nice to see that the idea's finally, you know, made it through, because it would be a really nice addition to the park when it's like done.
Yeah, I mean, it's huge as well. I'm so glad to see it, and of course, walking down now, you get even more excited. I think it was like July next year, it's kind of around, so still a bit of time to wait.
Yeah.
Still a more construction to go, but of course, as always, we'll keep you informed on the channel about everything that goes on. What's the natter with you, Hugo?
Natter crazy.
Oh, that doesn't work at all.
No, it doesn't. I'm an absolute natter for their, you know.
New constructors getting over here, yeah, look at that.
Wow.
Very good one. So me and Hugo are walking around right now thinking, what is everything going to be? And that building there, I'm presuming is going to be a reception or toilet. So I'm imagining toilets.
It doesn't look that much of a toilet block.
Oh no, it's like 2 doors and then disabled door, I don't know. All I know is that some of the rooms here, now the ones that are like the pods, you don't have toilets in.
No.
So we're going to have to build an extension.
Well, I guess they'll have to do communal toilets, I guess.
Yeah, but we'll put them
I
here.
mean, we don't know. I mean,
It's quite an odd spot right near the car park, but I'm not 100% sure it's going to work. I don't even know if you can drive your car up onto the drive of one of the cabins. I don't...
That's probably the reason why they've got this big car park down here. I imagine you probably can't. We also need to move. There's a car coming.
Oh, sorry, yeah, there's a car coming up there. But there's a road being built down there, so I can't see it being the pod car park, just for the pods. I think that's a bit odd if it's just for the pods. We're going to go on this path right now, but of course down there you've also got the main cabins and the main reception area. I think actually, I'll put the plans up right now for you guys, but I think that's probably going to be a restaurant there. Restaurant / lobby.
It's probably a restaurant at the back bit where you see there.
Yeah.
At the back, and then the front bit be a lobby.
Yeah, because it's got to be near the car park, the lobby, because you're not going to walk an hour and a half to get through there.
Question, you know the one in Billund?
Yeah.
Did that have a car park in each individual cabin? It didn't.
That's what I'm thinking, I don't know.
When we did the Ninjago cabins, that was, somewhere we had to walk. That's why I'm thinking they've got this big car park. Otherwise they wouldn't build a big car park for just the little pods.
Maybe it's like an extension car park slash, but
Maybe.
the car parks are so big anyway, you never really need an extension car park, so...
Rarely ever.
I don't know, I've got a feeling they probably will put them along with the cabins, because you come down here for a little holiday, but I'm honestly not 100% sure. We'll look it up near the time, but the construction going on down here is absolutely crazy, and they're definitely getting on their way of building all the areas, and the roads actually. Look over there, it might be for the diggers, but...
It could be, but it could also be for the... like a little winding course for the cabins.
Yeah, if you can see down there, you can see I've got a water filter down there and likely to be some fridges, I'm going to say. So this is very likely to be the restaurant over here. And that looks amazing as well. And I think the path is likely to lead all the way up here, down there, across there towards the park itself. I did wish, again, some sort of woodland walk or even...
They did say they would do a woodland walk, didn't they?
I don't know.
It's like, I remember, I might be thinking wrong, but I remember seeing something about woodland. You know what, they might have like an additional path around the back. I mean, we haven't seen
Now
that
what I
yet.
love, now this is a bit far-fetched over here, but I love into a path where all the way down towards the Enchanted Woods and did like, I don't know, sort of like tram that went down. It never happened.
I can't see that happening.
But that would be awesome. And of course, down there you have actually got the cabins that we put in. The only issue is, however, it's on the road and we don't want to get in everyone's way when they're driving out. So there's a quick look at the cabins. If we do get a chance to find a way, we'll film them for you guys. But
They're refurbished already.
yeah, they are. They're just been placed in, I think. But
Furnished.
the chances are is that we're just going to show you them here and then catch up with you later. There's a quick look at the £800 a night cabin. Looks awesome though. And then finally we've got the Crazy Golf Course, which is opening up this Saturday. Well, last Saturday when you watch this one over here.